Profound, lasting transformation. Spark the future revelation. With every step you break the mold. Turn it into purest gold. Great thing, to be there, to choose something for yourself. Because a lot of times we forget about ourselves, we're choosing for other people, right? Or for other things. Like we're going to be talking today, we choose other things instead of ourselves, right? And that is something we want to stop doing. So, how do we choose other things? It's when we keep asking, why did that person get there so much faster? How is it that, they have so much and I don't? Comparison steals our joy, right? It kills us. So let's not go there. Let's not go there at all. And I'm going to show you why not today. In a very simple and easy way. We're going to see why you shouldn't be comparing yourself with anybody else today. Okay? So just imagine, have you ever seen the sun saying, "Oh, the moon is brighter than me, so I'm not going to shine today"? That never happens. The sun never says that, right? The moon never says, "Oh, the sun is so much brighter than me. It burns up things. I look cooler, so I don't want that look." Not today. I'm not going to shine today. Doesn't happen, right? It just doesn't happen. So today I want that for us, our daily choice is that we choose our own pace. We choose our own pace of doing things. Why is that important to us? Because comparison is the biggest thief of clarity. Comparison is the biggest thief of clarity. So if there's this voice in your head that's telling you you're behind, you're not as fast as they are, they're doing better, or it says something like you should be further ahead. Well, everyone has it figured out, certainly. So I figured out this morning that, let's say, I mean, it's I'm just saying figuratively, that I figured out this morning that if I did live streams 6 years ago, I would be somewhere else today. Yes, I chose to start now. So, well, there are other videos of me, there are other recordings with studios and all of that, but doing a live stream, I chose recently. So, yeah, that happens sometimes. And sometimes it's the best time. I'm not behind, I'm simply living my own sunrise. And that's what I would like for you to live your own sunrise. So, good morning again. And those of you watching, just say hi so I know that you're here with me. Say hello. Just say hello. Now, tell me something. Who told us that life is supposed to happen at the same time for everybody? And like I said, like we see sometimes, what happens is doctors say that there are certain parameters, but it is it's a kind of a bracket. Okay, so when we say that a child at this age should be doing this, it doesn't necessarily mean that that child will not ever be able to do that, right? So if you look, I mean, I see parents these days, getting worried, going to speech therapists because their child's speech is delayed. Sometimes children whose speech is delayed When they start talking, suddenly they talk so much and they use such strong vocabulary that, it surprises us, right? We've had a case like that in our family. Okay. So, yeah. And I would just like to ask you, who decided we should all reach the same milestones at the same space after in our growth as a person? So this morning, I'd like for you to claim your space back. Just claim that space back. Okay? So let's begin. Prepare for the day by breathing in 3 times. With me, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in again. Wonderful. That's good. Now let me ask you this. Do you see this cutie pie? This little plant? Do you see it? You see its new leaves, little leaves. Do you see how it's growing here? It's doing things at its own pace, right? Now, look at this beauty. Just one leaf, one shiny leaf, growing at her own pace. Now, can you imagine this plant saying to the other one, "Oh, you have so many leaves. I don't have that many leaves." Or this little one saying to this single leaf plant, "Oh, you know what? You've grown so tall. I really want to be tall." Well, nature doesn't do that. Nature doesn't do that at all. Nature simply allows this one to grow at its own pace and this one to grow at its own pace, right? This same plant I have in a pot and it grows much faster and it trails along the wall. But this one doesn't even compare itself to a part of what it was before, right? So I'd like you to consider that for your own self. Why do we end up comparing with other people? One grew quickly, one is a different species altogether, in fact. It's a smaller variety. And that way we have so many varieties of them. Just the money plants, right? We have so many varieties of them, the way they grow, right? If the smaller one would say, I'm failing, imagine what that would be like. You know, we can't see the roots that are growing underneath, and we can't see the branches that are growing. Now, we cannot see the roots for this one. It's in water. We can't see the roots. So, we don't know why. Maybe it's focusing on its roots, so it's just got one leaf. We have no idea, but it's not bothered by you and I even talking about it, right? It's not like it bent or wilted just because we're talking about it. Not all growth can be seen. That's why they say a bamboo tree takes a very long time to grow. It takes about 7 years before it starts to shoot. And once it starts shooting up, it's like very high, like 15 feet, 20 feet sometimes, right? That's the variety of the plant. It takes a long time to grow, right? So let's do a little visualization for today. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and say, ah, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out again, and breathe in and breathe out again. Now, I'd like for you to imagine that you're on a mountain, standing at a mountain, okay? And there are many paths, many paths to that mountain for you to reach your destination. And as you look at those many paths, you are tempted to follow somebody. But then, as you look around these many paths, you see that some are steep, some are winding, some are quiet. And because there's so many people walking everywhere, you're so tempted to follow one of them. But then you hear this voice inside of you that says, very gently, look down. And when you look down, you find that beneath your feet is a new path, and it has your name on it. It has your name on it not because you're special, but because it is yours. It's yours. So you begin walking. Not fast, not slow, just steadily as you walk. The noise of everybody else's journey begins to just fade. You begin to hear the birds, you begin to hear the wind, you hear your own breathing, and you smile because for the first time after a long time, you're trying not to catch up. You're trying not to catch up. You're just simply walking. You're just simply walking. And as you ask yourself, for today, what is the one step that belongs to me? Not 5 years from now, not 1 month from now, but today, what is that one step that is for me today? And you see that step clearly. Take that step. Feel how peaceful it is to move at your own pace. Place your hand on your heart and whisper, my path is enough. My path is enough. Let those words settle. Let those words settle as you rub your palms together. Place them on your cheeks and your eyes and open your eyes gently. Today, as you step into your day, we're going to do just one experiment. And today's experiment is if you find yourself comparing to someone else or something else, and you feel like your mind is asking you, why aren't I here already? Or why are they there and I'm not here? I just want you to pause and say, what a beautiful thing it is to grow in my own life. What is that beautiful thing in my life that I've not noticed? It might be patience, or maybe friendship. Maybe it's a skill. Maybe it's your consistency. Notice your own garden. Look at your own garden. Look at your own mind. Look at what you've been doing. Look at what you're creating. And as you step into today, I want you to remember the sun never compares with somebody else or something else. It never compares with the moon. It never compares with the star. I want you to know that the sun never arrives late because it feels a different way. It arrives at the same time as nature's rhythm for it. So sometimes sunrise is at 6 o'clock, sometimes it's at 7 o'clock, but it arrives at its own time. Okay? You arrive at your own time as well. So do I. Okay, we all arrive at our own time. So, for this journey, all I want you to remember is this is your journey, this is your pace, it is your season, and this belongs only and only to you. Okay? So, lean in, be curious, enjoy your day, and begin again. Thank you for being here today and making it to the 11th day. Have a wonderful day. See you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye. Have a great day. Bye. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye. Have a great day.